Hi, good evening everybody. Welcome to Inside the Numbers. I'm just doing one video tonight, guys, but I wanted to get this one up. It was something I talked about a few days ago, about our power play. So I went into the history books and I started looking back and I charted out basically our entire history, of our power play. And there's some surprises on here. We'll talk about it. But what I've done is I've outlined, guys, the top 12 power plays in our history, okay? And what I'm going to just do is put in the year. I've got in brackets here. And we'll compare it to where our boys are at this year looking at this chart, okay? So, hold on. Let me just give this a little wipe and we'll get on this. All right. So coming in at number 12, this Sabres team was 22.07 on the power play. They went that year 79 for 358. And that belongs to the 1989-90 Buffalo Sabres. So right when we were turning the decade, oh my goodness. All right, I'll try and, guys, I'm going to have to flip up the board when I do this because I hate when it gets crooked. Okay, so number 11, 22.22%, 52 out of 234 for the season. That year, eh? Quite a drop when you look. Eh? It's funny how some years just a lot less, coming in at number 11, let me make sure I got that, yeah. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm just going to fix that because it will bother me. Okay. Okay, we're back on track. Next comes in the 77-78 Buffalo Sabres during the French Connection era. They're on this board for that season. Next, coming in at number 10. This is a good one, guys. This is a good one. Tell you the truth, I was expecting this to be the next year, but it wasn't. Next are the 1991-92 Buffalo Sabres with McGillney and LaFontaine. Before the big season, It's funny. But there's a a Sabres record. Oh my God, I pulled my back today. That's the most power play goals ever scored in a season, 105. There it is right there. Okay, number 9, with 22.64, 96 goals, a lot of goals, but look at all the power plays they had, 466, 424. Anyway, 96 for 424. And coming in at number 9, let me make sure I got it right. The 93-94 Buffalo Sabres. It's funny because 92, just for the record, the 92-93 Buffalo Sabres, where they had the big season, the May Day year, the Sabres that year were 20.34 on the power play. They were 95 for 467, in case you're wondering. But in between, they were in between these years where they were slightly better. It's just funny to see. It's weird. All right, number 8. At 22.90 and 60 for 262 is the 76-77 Sabres. And once again, the French Connection era is on the board. All right, number 7. They were 23.55%, 73 for 310. And coming in at number 7 was the Roger Nielsen-led Buffalo Sabres in 1980-81. That was Scotty's second year. He went up in the press box, and he wanted to just general manage, but Of course, he found his way behind the bench again, but that was 80-81 Buffalo Sabres, who lost to the Minnesota North Stars 4-1 in the second round. Still haven't forgiven that. Well, that North Stars team was rolling that year. So, all right, number 6. 23.60%, 76 for 322. And coming in at number 6 is the 84-85 Buffalo Sabres. This is the Scotty Bowman era, these teams right here. So they come in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, 24.36, 67 for 275 on the power play. And let me get back to that. Okay, here it comes. Yes, one of my all-time favorite Sabres teams ever. Scotty Bowman's first year in Buffalo. And Sabres, 30 games over 500. That year had a 24% power play, 24.36%. 2 wins from the finals that year. All right. Where is number 4? Oh, this is a bit of a surprise. 24.46%. But I remembered it when I was doing it. I said, yeah, that's right. We did have that happen. I didn't realize it was that high historically. We were 57 out of 233 on the power play. And folks, the 2016-2017 Buffalo Sabres, the Jack Eichel-led power play that year. You might recall we were hiding kind of behind the special teams when we weren't playing awful, when we were just hanging around kind of thing, if we hung around for a few months. All right, coming in at number 3, the Sabres went 25.29%, 88 for 348 on the power play. And that's this year's team, folks. And I lied with the number. It's actually 44 for 174. This year's team is number 3. Where they are now. Where they'll finish by the end of the year, who knows? There we go. I couldn't leave that there. That would have stood out and you guys would have guessed it, so I changed it. So yeah, the Sabres this year are 25.29%. We were 30% until we hit this rut. You know, we've hit quite a rut to fall to 25, so we'll see what we'll see. This is the reason why I'm making this video, is what's going on with our power play right now. Number 2. Maybe we'll be number 2 or number 1 by the end of the year. At 25.44%, the 75-76 French Connection Buffalo Sabres were 73 for 287. And folks, have you guessed number 1? I think any Sabres fan, probably off the top of their head, would have picked this right away. The 1974-75 Buffalo Sabres were 27.39% that year, 83 for 303 on the power play, as the best power play unit in our entire history. But I'll tell you what, this team, if it gets rolling, will, we might surpass that this year. We might. Not there yet. All right, let's flip the board, guys. My back is killing me, and I gotta go lie down. So I want to finish this up. We'll flip it over. So breaking it down in a nutshell, 60 and under, when we got 60 goals and under during a season on the power play in our entire history, 29 times, okay? 61 to 70, 5 times, 71 to 80, 12 times, 81 to 90, 1 time, 91 to 100, 2 times. I think it was 96 and 95 and 96, just so you know. 101 and up. We've done it twice in our history, folks. We've hit over 100 on the power play. The other, this 05-06, Our 0506 squad had 101. But the power play that year was 21.17, so they missed the cut at just slightly under a percent. As we all know, that was one special squad in 06, 101 playoff goals. And our record still to this day is 105 in a season, 91-92. This year so far, we have 44 and counting. Where we project to finish? Guys, I would like to hit 70. I'd be happy with 70 this year. Because if you look, the majority of our history, we don't hit really 70, well, I'll say 71, you know, like in the 70s. Because if we hit in the 70s, I believe we'll make the playoffs. This year, 60 might not cut it. I thought it would, maybe, we'll see. But it's the way our power play's, you know, going right now. Here's the worst power play season in our history, folks. 99-2000, 10.54%. 37 for 351. My goodness. Oh, geez. Okay, let me just want to run a few things by you, and I'm going to close up shop, guys. In the 2 years we went deep with Hasek, 1997-98, the year that we lost to Washington in the semifinals. Our power play that year was 12.88%. Then the year we went to the Stanley Cup Finals, 98-99, it was 13.50%. 49 for 363. The year before, 51 for 396. We had Dominic Hasek, folks. We didn't count on special teams. We counted on our goalie back then. And this leader named Mike Pekka to get us there. And it almost got us all the way. It almost did. Okay, done for the night, guys. I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna go lie down. I got this video coming up to you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.